quick, y'all. I just had to get on here and just tell y'all about this mess on X. So, do y'all remember that messy ass lawyer from the Diddy trial who popped up representing that random ass black ass nigga with the glasses, like the odd looking one? The guy that popped up and said that he supposedly had copies of Kim Porter's unfinished book. Come to find out, he and the white man who actually put out the book and put it on Amazon were actually working together the whole time. Well, after the news broke that Diddy was suing their asses, this nigga Courtney fell off the face of the earth. And I hadn't heard anything about his lawyer, Ariel, until recently. So I'm on Twitter minding my business. I'm scrolling. And so I see a tweet pop up on my timeline from creator Paris. So I'm reading her tweet and I'm like, well, damn, she right. Meghann Cuniff is kind of quiet today because, you know, Velma, she be like tweeting updates after updates after updates usually, especially when it's in Megan Thee Stallion's favor. She's very biased too, but her bias kind of flies under the radar because she's white and, you know, black people are like super hypercritical over each other, especially when black people are in spaces or find success in spaces that are generally not occupied by us, i.e. the court reporting. Because if Armand tweeted half the shit he tweeted like Meghann Cuniff, y'all would definitely be calling his news bias. Now again, like when it comes to YouTube and commentary channels and all of that, there's a certain level of biasness that should be expected because we're all human beings. We're not fucking robots. But when you start getting into the court reporting space, I definitely think that all parties involved should be impartial, especially if you have years and years of experience under your belt. Because at that point, there's really no excuse for you to be biased or for you to be sharing one side of the court case. Like when I watched Armand video on a court case, what was that, either Thursday or Friday, he was saying Megan Thee Stallion was a mess on the stand. And like, honestly, from the way he described it, like it gave the judge was paid off, which I wouldn't be surprised about because wasn't Desiree Perez's daughter and her husband being harassed by law enforcement in Florida a few years ago, and that's why they're currently in litigation now. So, you know, if she could get the police to harass her family members because she can't control her family members, then she could pretty much get people in the legal field to do anything in Florida. And it's so crazy to me how very little control the judge had over his courtroom. Like all that questioning the lawyer back and yelling at the lawyer and this and that, like that shit should have been chalked like from the very beginning. Like, girl, you're here to answer questions. You're claiming that this girl caused you emotional distress. You're claiming that she defamed you, but you don't have proof of any of these claims. So she said your mom was a thief. Bitch, you admitted on the stand that your mom stole from Walmart. So what's the problem? You lied when the police picked you up. You lied on Gayle King when asked if you slept with Tory. You lied on the stand about why you and Kelsey are no longer friends. Talking about you ain't want to be her friend no more because she took a bribe from Tory. No, bitch. Y'all stopped being friends because she found out you was fucking her nigga behind her back. And whether she had a boyfriend or not, you knew she had a boyfriend before you fucked him too. So what did that have to do with anything? Like, I'm confused. But y'all, anyway, according to documents obtained by US Weekly on Monday, August 11th, Diddy 55 is accusing Courtney Burgess and his attorney Ariel Mitchell and Nexstar Media of fabricating and broadcasting outrageous lies concerning Mr. Combs. Diddy's team claims via documents that the aforementioned worked to leverage those falsehoods to enrich themselves, gain social media fame, promote their brands, strip Mr. Combs of his reputation, and jeopardize his rights to a fair trial. Adding that Burgess and Mitchell fueled a media frenzy for over a year after stirring up baseless speculation about the rap mogul. The lawsuit also slams News Nation, owned by Nexstar Media Inc., for allegedly giving the two other defendants a mainstream media platform to malign Diddy for their collective profit. So anyway, as you can see in these tweets, Paris was wondering why Meghann Cuniff was so quiet, which is what started this whole thing. So here goes Ariel Knight, you know, the gangster lawyer. Nah, she was quiet because I had her shook after pulling up on her. So Paris is like, wait, girl, what? So Ariel Knight, the gangster lawyer, goes, she gonna learn if you talk shit about someone you don't know, they might just pull up on you, which is why you shouldn't talk shit about people you don't know. Go play somewhere safe, like in traffic. Child, I just couldn't. I couldn't. When did the lawyers become so gangster? So I'm watching this interaction because I just wanted to know, like, why you ain't pull up on Jaguar Wright? You know damn well Velma don't want to fight, but Jag will. And she said some very nasty things about you in the past. So, you know, I'm being messy, but I really, really want to know. So she's talking about who pulling up on Jag. I don't engage with people clearly suffering from illness. So I said, I wanted to know why, if you're pulling up on people, why not pull up on somebody you can't intimidate? But you said she's mentally ill, which is a fair cop-out. Because for me, it's definitely a cop-out, no less, but it's a fair one. Like, okay, if you're saying Jag is mentally ill and you don't want to fight somebody who's mentally ill, then I get it. But at the same time, it's like, girl, if you so fucking crazy, then you shouldn't have any pics, right? Since you just gangsta lawyer, since you Ariel Knight, and you be running down on shit and just checking reporters and checking anybody that got something to say about you, go get Jag. So anyway, she like, I wasn't trying to intimidate anyone. Why would someone who can't even spot me or know me talking shit about me on the internet think she won't get confronted? I said illness, not mental, but it's not a fair cop-out. Also, nobody's scared of Jag. She's an irrelevant non-factor. And see, girl, this is like usually where people lose me, because you're trying to play semantics games. Like, no, you didn't say mental, but that's what you implied, unless you know something that we don't know. Is Jag physically sick? Like, does she have cancer or diabetes or dementia, or like, what kind of illness would you be referring to if you're not talking about mental illness? She talking about it's not a fair cop-out. Yes, it is, girl. That's the angle that you took. Oh, she's mentally ill. She's crazy. But reading this exchange between you and Paris, bitch, I would have thought you was crazy too, Ariel Knight. You know, you big bad boom running down on Velma. So, you know, I'm thinking like you don't have any pics, but clearly you do, which is okay. So I'm like, right. All that to say you don't want to fight. You definitely interjected by implying the reason why Velma was quiet yesterday is because you had her shook. Now it's I wasn't trying to intimidate anyone. You got pics, girl, and that's okay. And then I went back and corrected my tweet because she didn't imply anything. She literally said that she had Meghann Cuniff shook, and that's why she wasn't tweeting. But you know, Penny Isaac want to know why you ain't run down on Jaguar Wright, because she said plenty of fucking things. You calling her mentally ill, you're saying she's an irrelevant non-factor. Well, guess what? She get more views than both you and Meghann Cuniff. Her name is more searched than both you and Meghann Cuniff. And she has a much larger platform than both you and Meghann Cuniff. So I just found the non-factor comments hilarious. Because, girl, nobody knew you before the Diddy trial and nobody knew Meghann before the Meghann trial. So what are we really talking about? Like, you could tell in an exchange when, like, people just start saying any fucking thing. Like, girl, if you scared, go to church, but don't be trying to play tough on X about somebody like Meghann Cuniff. Like, nobody cares that you ran down on her. You don't get no fucking brownie points for it. Nobody thinks you're tough, cool, or none of that. Like, girl, this was so corny. You could have kept this whole exchange. Girl, you want the people talking and giving you props for running down on somebody that was talking shit about you. Go get Jag. Until then, this whole Suge Knight welcome to death row persona bullshit is just what it is. Bullshit. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to bring y'all that tea. Follow me on all socials. Like the video if you like the video. And be on the lookout for my throwaway joint. I have a few opinions on this Milagograms and Megan Thee Stallion case that I'd like to share with the audience. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll talk to you all in my next video.